Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only you find a way to win. Glad to have you with us from SB Ballard Stadium in Norfolk, home to the Old Dominion Monarchs. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Old Dominion Monarchs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Hilltoppers will boot it away to start the game. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Much better off to take the touchback. He wants to change this route. Off the play fake on first down. It's complete on the right side. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. The Monarchs want to crank the tempo. The play action fake. Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab right down the middle. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Monarchs can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the air, it's McDonald. Throws to the tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and how about the linebacker? You know, you ask him to do so much on the football field, to cover so much ground. You don't always ask him to go man-to-man, but when you do, the linebacker comes through, swats the ball to the ground.
The Monarchs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. Can't get him to the ground. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Monarchs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. On the move, he fires. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Power football with the run. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. The Monarchs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man downfield. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Monarchs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I love the aggressive nature and the play calling there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on 4th down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it, they score a touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. An 84-yard drive there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll leave it with the lone back. And that's the way they'll start, and they hope it gets better. No gain.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Hilltoppers racing to the line in the hurry-up. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. It's a seam wide open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Western Kentucky.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. Rams him with the stiff arm. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Quarterback making adjustments. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass, it's McDonald. Makes the catch. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go, and they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Unloads quickly. Turning it on. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They go to the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Right down the boulevard. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the air, it's McDonald. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Peppers. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And the Monarchs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the tailback. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The Monarchs will hustle to the line.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Gets it past the marker. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Now this defense could really use a stop on third down as the offense has had its way. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's going to fire deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Monarchs will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Monarchs will snap it on 1st and 10.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's McDonald. Got the back over the middle. Finds a crease at the 20. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. Bringing the heat. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. And the Monarchs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. The offense changing the play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man. That throw and catch gets them down. There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Glad to have you with us from SB Ballard Stadium in Norfolk, home to the Old Dominion Monarchs. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Old Dominion Monarchs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Hilltoppers will kick it away to start us off. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kick. Coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Monarchs want to pick up the tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Now the play fake. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Monarchs will snap it on 1st and 10.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if...
He's got it on the left. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Monarchs look to keep this drive humming. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's McDonald. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And the Monarchs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Monarchs trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Just keep slinging it. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tight end now in motion. Back to the ground game on the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Trying to barrel in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Looking to throw, it's McDonald. Touchdown, ODU! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Offense in a bunch formation. Snags it quickly on the left. There he goes. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
At the 40, there he goes. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Working on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, WKU.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point splits the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. And the Monarchs come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run play action. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Good disciplined defense on that play. It's 3rd and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fake. Nobody's going for that. Everyone knows it's a passing situation, and they use their speed to get to the QB.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Picked off, he grabbed it off the deflection. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Little touch pass to the receiver. Spins away from the defender. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Monarchs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's McDonald. Swings it out to the flat. Oh, he's got some space. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
And the Monarchs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Monarchs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off play action. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking down the middle. This one's complete. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's McDonald. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Old Dominion. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Trying to seal the edge on the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Monarchs! Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
Western Kentucky, 7.
Coming out with it, it's Morris. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. Just barely able to keep him from pouncing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Cantrell. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds. No problem for the offense there. They just took care of business.
Yeah, and you practice these situations nowadays. You know you're going to go for it on 4th most of the time. 4th and 1, you feel very confident. You're ready to rock and roll, and they get the first down.
Slithers into space. Breaks into the open. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Hilltoppers.
And you're going to need more of this in the second half. That's the way you punctuate a drive at the end of the first half to cut this to a one-possession game. You need more of that physicality in the second half.
And the point after is good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. Toss to the outside. Oh, he's got a chance. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down. They might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
Man, you're trying to get the ball to your running back in space, and really good job tossing it on the perimeter. What do you need? You need to set the edge. You got to do a good job with the offensive line. And then you need perimeter blocking out wide to hold their own. Do a good job, hold their own. Nice positive gain, nice positive toss play.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a man. It's McDonald. Rushes on him. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Takes it the other way. Down at the 16-yard line, and they're threatening to score in the waning moments of the half.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
This just looks like too much backyard football from this quarterback right now. We've already seen a pick in this game. Bad fundamentals on that last throw, throwing it off his back leg. He needs to trust his coaching. He just needs to settle himself down.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Unloads to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Try to get it to the edge. Running to Green. Turning it on. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Toppers.
Offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Monarchs moving quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page. in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a man. It's McDonald. Under fire. Makes the grab on the right. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
They're going to run it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Trying to set up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, ODU! And that one will give him the lead. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? And you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Hilltoppers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quick release on the RPO. Still running at the 40. Turns on the Jets. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw. It's McDonald. Gets it out fast. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
The play-action fake. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked.
There he goes. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, WKU. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Back to throw, it's McDonald. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's loose. The 30. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Old Dominion.
Man, the defense has got to be kicking themselves. They have the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but you can't let the receiver go the entire distance and score a touchdown. Bad job on the back end by the D.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Cincinnati is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Desmond Ridder should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Utah. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Give to the running back. At the 40, there he goes. They believe in this running game, and he's out across the 40 to the 43 before going out of bounds. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The give to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. They'll try to power their way ahead. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the 2nd effort, getting the extra yards and getting the 1st down.
The Hilltoppers are marching down the field. The give to the back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
He's got it on the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They'll try to pick up a few here on 3rd down, but from here it would be a 60-yard attempt. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Great job by the receiver catching that curl route. And did you see the way he came back to the football? That's a great lesson for a lot of young receivers out there. You create separation by coming back to the quarterback.
And the Hilltoppers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Punts it out of the air. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
The Hilltoppers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Now the play fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the 4th quarter, 1-possession games, QB drops back and makes these 1st downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And the Hilltoppers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Hilltoppers! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Western Kentucky.
Man, what a great job with the execution in a moment where you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop and you win.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
35.
He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To throw, it's McDonald. He wants a big play here late. Fires into traffic, picked off. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
They want to run it left here. Oh, he's got some space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Toppers. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
49. Old Dominion, 35.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
After this, it'll be a wrap. They'll run play action. He's not afraid to go deep. Brings it down on the right side. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.